Today, 13th Tuesday, January 2026 football predictions and tips. Stuttgart versus Eintracht Frankfurt from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 2-1 win to Stuttgart. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.17 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is both teams to score at 1.56 odds. Next, Borussia Dortmund versus Werder Bremen from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 3-1 win to Borussia Dortmund. Best tip is Borussia Dortmund to win at 1.40 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 1.5 goals at 1.14 odds. Next, Bayer Leverkusen versus Hamburger SV from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 2-0 win to Bayer Leverkusen. Best tip is Bayer Leverkusen to win or draw at 1.33 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Leverkusen to at least score one goal at 1.15 odds. Next, Mainz versus Heidenheim from German Bundesliga. Correct score, 1-0 win to Mainz. Best tip is Mainz win or draw at 1.18 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is under 3.5 goals at 1.35 odds. Next, Newcastle United versus Manchester City from English League Cup. Correct score, 2-1 win to Manchester City. Best tip is Manchester City win or draw at 1.36 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Manchester City to at least score one goal at 1.15 odds. Next, Al Ittihad versus Damak from Saudi Pro League. Correct score, 2-0 win to Al Ittihad. Best tip is Al Ittihad to win at 1.34 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Al Ittihad to at least score 2 goals at 1.39 odds. Next, Marseille versus Bayeux from Coupe de France. Correct score, 3-0 win to Marseille. Best tip is Marseille to win with -1 goal handicap at 1.14 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 2.5 goals to be scored at 1.14 odds. Next, Atletico Madrid versus Deportivo La Coruña from Copa del Rey. Correct score, 2-0 win to Atletico Madrid. Best tip is Atletico Madrid to win at 1.32 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 1.5 goals at 1.30 odds. Next, Osasuna versus Real Sociedad from Spanish La Liga. Correct score, 1-1 draw. Best tip is Real Sociedad to at least score one goal at 1.22 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is over 1.5 goals at 1.38 odds. Next, Athletic Bilbao versus Cultural Leonesa from Copa del Rey. Correct score, 2-0 win to Athletic Bilbao. Best tip is Athletic Bilbao to win or draw at 1.17 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Athletic Bilbao to at least score one goal at 1.14 odds. Next, Roma versus Torino from Italian Serie A. Correct score, 2-1 win to Roma. Best tip is Roma win or draw at 1.14 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is Roma to at least score one goal at 1.14 odds. Next, Al Riyadh versus Al Fateh from Saudi Pro League. Correct score, 2-1 win to Al Fateh. Best tip is over 1.5 goals at 1.18 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is both teams to score at 1.57 odds. Next, Al Khalid versus Al Akdoud from Saudi Pro League. Correct score, 1-1 draw. Best tip is under 3.5 goals at 1.30 odds. Other optional tip you can consider is draw or under 2.5 goals at 1.81 odds. Thanks guys for watching to the end. Just choose your best 5 tips and invest.